Hello, hello. I was muted. Welcome, welcome. I am doing a little short impromptu stream today. Not too long. Just my music's on. Hopefully that's good. Oh no, now it's. I can never tell. I can never tell how loud it needs to be. I don't know. I'm always guessing. Still don't have the feel for it completely. Because like last stream I looked back, it was way too quiet, but this time it's, who knows? Okay. Hopefully it's good enough. Anyways, hi. I am doing a short little impromptu, not really fully impromptu because I did say maybe I would stream today, but I decided that I was going to anyways. Whatever. It doesn't really matter that much because today I am planning to play Legend of Zelda. I mean, you can see from the title, but and literally I think the only thing that we'll get done today is playing that one room that I was stuck on last time. I plan to stream for maybe like an hour and a half today, a shorter stream because it's really hot. And whenever I stream I have to have like a light on and it's like super warm. And then also whenever I play Zelda, I have to like unplug my fan to plug in this like switch so that it doesn't die because it doesn't like to hold battery very well. So yeah. Can you even run the switch like with if the main black U console thing is not plugged in? I'm not sure. Maybe not. Anyways, whatever. I have to unplug my fan and I have to have a hot light on. So we'll probably be here for like an hour and a half maybe. That's about it for today because it's too hot. I don't think I can last much longer. So yeah. What are we playing? I'm here. I just got notified. Welcome. You are very perfectly on time. I just started. I'm playing Zelda today. We're playing Zelda today. We are basically just gonna be doing a just chatting stream at this point because I don't even know if I'll get past the one room that I was stuck on last time with the time limit that I have today. So we'll see. Maybe. Hopefully. I would love to. I was sort of planning on doing some practice before I stream Zelda next, but I figured, oh, there's like some weird lag on my model that's not normal. Anyways, whatever, it doesn't matter that much. I'm not gonna try and adjust it right now. There's just a little bit of lag, but that's okay. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I was planning to practice a bit, but I haven't gotten around to it, so today is my practice. Today will be a just chatting stream with Zelda in the background. I don't even know. What do you mean oceans are always cold? I wish I was in the ocean right now, to be honest. That'd be so nice. Right now I got scooped up in a net and I'm currently sitting on a fishing boat. Don't worry, I will be able to escape. I'm very good at escaping, but it's quite hot. The sun is heating up the water, so that's where I'm streaming from today. So I'm also feeling the heat as well. Fair. What's in the corner? Who's he? Oh, yeah. I completely forgot. It's a little mud skippers. We were looking at what they look like yesterday. Or not yesterday, 5 days ago, whatever the last stream was. Mud skippers! They're sort of weird looking. They look sort of alien. I like them though. They're cute. I'll just keep them there. I can stay in the corner. They can suffer in the heat with us. Honestly, I feel like mud skippers, like I know they're in the mud, so it's like not too bad for them maybe, but I feel like right now they're probably burning up with the sun. Probably feeling like snails with salt in them or something. Or salt on them. It's 105 degrees where I'm at. That's torture. I don't know how hot it is here right now because I haven't even gone outside today. I'm just avoiding it. It's hot enough in the house. I don't need to go outside. Yeah, I have been staying inside in the air conditioning with a fan blowing at me, trying to keep the heat away as much as possible. I know, like, yesterday, I think it was yesterday, it was like 95 when I checked, but I don't know how hot it is. I just know it's bad. I can feel it. 80% humidity? Oh, that's so awful. Wait, 1 second, let me check. Sorry about that, my soul got ripped out for a second. Don't worry about it. It happens sometimes. Anyways. Let's check how hot it is right now. It's hell, yeah, literally. The gates to hell accidentally opened up for a bit, and now we're feeling the effects. I would normally check on my phone, but I use my phone for tracking. So I'm like checking on my iPad that I use for drawing. I mean, it's not just for drawing, but I mainly use it for that. Where is it? It's 84 right now. It's actually not too bad. I mean, 84 is still awful, honestly, in my opinion. 84 is way too hot, but it's not nearly as bad as it was earlier today. It's getting cooler. I'm gonna start Zelda because I would like to practice, but I'll keep the music playing because we don't need to actually listen to that to the Zelda music. No, our little mud skipper. Wait, let's put our mud skipper friend. I don't know, maybe. No, let's put our. Oh, let's say hi to our snake friend instead. Hope you're not scared of snakes. I like having little friends. They're so cute. There we go. Little snake in the corner. I understand. Oh, I don't know if I responded to that. I understand it happens all the time, yeah. Oh wait, I think the Zelda music might be playing. Let me mute that. Okay, there we go. Oh, forgot about these guys. So this room I can just pretty much completely ignore. And this room is nice because it can sometimes give me some extra hearts if I need it, but I don't. Or rupees, which I don't save because I'm using a save point, so it's actually not that helpful. How's the music, by the way? Is it like good or is it too quiet? I can't tell. Can you tell me some fun facts? I would love to. I don't really have that many fun facts stored up within me right now. My fun fact is that this snake exists, and I didn't even know that there was a snake. It was possible to have a snake that was this bright green. It shocked me the first time I saw it. And look at the little snout. It's so pointy. It looks so funky. Okay, what was I doing? What else? Oh, I I should not be a streamer. Why do I stream? Because I'm so bad at multitasking. Like I try to play the game and then I try to talk and I just like I can't do it. It's okay. I'll survive. Why do we have so many animals? I apparently have become an animal orphanage. Or orphanage? I don't know. Maybe not orphanage. Maybe I'm just stealing these animals. Maybe I am a thief, an animal thief. I kidnap the animals. It's like those people who get a cat and they're like, oh, I love cats. And then they get another cat and then they get like 15 cats and then they have way too many cats. And then it's actually just an unhealthy amount of cats. And really, this shouldn't be a thing you're doing because it's actually bad for the cats. That's what the level of animal picture hoarding we have right now. There's so many. And I don't delete them off of my OBS like I should. So I just have, oh, okay. Well, oops. I just have a bunch of pictures. I really should go through and delete them. It's okay, I'm on my phone because I'm in bed. Didn't expect stream, to be honest. No, that's fair because I didn't either. I actually surprised myself. I just suddenly opened it and I was like, oh, okay, I guess I'm streaming now. I was thinking about it all day. I was like, should I not? I don't know. Ultimately, the answer was yes. Also started later than normal, so I don't know. It's just a bit of a random pop in, say hi, do a little bit of Zelda, chat a bit, and then continue suffering through the heat. Yippee, pets, yay! I like animals, but I don't think I could have most animals as a pet. I think I would be bad at taking care of most of them. I just, Oh. See why we're gonna be stuck in this room for the whole entire stream. I'm good at, I think the only animals that I really think I will have in my life is probably cats. Once the animals that I currently have are no longer alive. Sadness, but they're simple and easy to take care of, and I think they're really cute, so it makes it a lot easier to take care of them when I care about them more. And then all the other animals in the world I can appreciate from afar. I need to just stop throwing myself in. And remember that I can block the fireballs with my shield if I'm smart about it. I did take my meds, so in about an hour or so I will pass out because doctors say I need to be medicated or something. That's okay. I probably won't be here for much longer than that, so you'll probably pass out towards the end of the stream. The big thing with this is that, one, I need to stop just running into them, but two, I need to eliminate the yellow guys first and be much more conscious of what's going on screen than I have been so far. I need to eliminate the yellow guys first because they are the ones that move around the most. They're the most dangerous to my life in that room. I will adopt 10 cats with you as a friend. Well, a viewer. Cats. Internet cats. Wouldn't that be so cute? We just have like little internet cats on the stream. I don't know how that would work. That would be cute though. I would sort of love that. I like how, you know how some people like put a camera and they show their cats like when they come sleep on their laps during stream. I think that'd be super cute, except for the fact that neither of my cats are good at sitting on my lap when I'm sitting at my computer. One of them will just play with everything and then like knock all of the stuff off my desk, and then the other one just like doesn't sit still very well. Like she will come sit on my lap for like a little bit and then she'll be like, okay, I'm done, goodbye. So I don't think it would work very well. It would be cute though, in theory. I think it's really adorable. Ooh, that was a good block. Okay, that was not a good block. That was really bad. In fact, I am definitely dead. Okay, got one. The biggest thing is I just need to get used to watching the whole screen or everything that's happening on it at once, so I don't get caught off guard. Okay. Hashtag down with yellow? I don't know what that means. Fun fact, the Switch controllers that I use are not the normal Switch controllers. I have like Halloween themed. Oh, down with the yellow enemies. I see, yes. I agree. Hashtag down with the yellow. Honestly, they're awful. They're still not as bad as... what are they called? Dark Nuts? Those are still definitely worse. Those are the worst enemy in this game. I will not change my mind. They're not quite as bad in the second Zelda game because there's like a strategy to beat them if you are careful with it. So they're a little easier and a little less random feeling, but they're still not great. They're still pretty bad in the second one too. I don't know if they're in any of the other games. I think they are. I think they become just like the normal guards that are like around the castle. I could be wrong. But if that's what happens, if they do just become those guards that are around like a lot of the Zelda castles in the games and everything like that, then they're pretty chill and they're actually not hard to beat at all. But I could be wrong. I don't know. I haven't played a lot of the Zelda games, so I don't really know what to expect. The hard thing about this next room, though, is just the amount of stuff that's going on. 3 different enemies with different movement patterns, plus this thing that stuns you. At least it doesn't hurt you. And you have to like block with your shield. And the thing is, this room, I don't know if I'm gonna have to defeat this room every single time. I don't know. I would hopefully once I beat it, it just won't respawn, but I have no clue. And that would be really rough if it does keep respawning. Chaotic cat cam? More like no cat cam. It would just be lap cam. There would be no cats. I generally don't allow my cats to be in my room because I have a lot of like, I do a lot of crafts and I do a lot of like things with like needles and yarn and beads and stuff like that, and that's not a good combination with cats. No, very bad. So they tend to get into things, and obviously I don't blame them, but it just means I can't really let them in here. They're banned from this room. They must stay in the other rooms. When you finish this game, what will you play next? This is gonna be a real shocker, but when I finish this game, I will in fact play the second Zelda game. So we will be continuing to play Zelda. What's gonna happen is this one doesn't hurt you, right? Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Okay, I'm just gonna restart. My voice is very like fry-y. I don't know how to say it today. Sorry about that. But yeah, this game, once I finish this game, I will play the second Zelda game, The Legend of Zelda 2. And then once I finish The Legend of Zelda 2, I will play the next one. I'm playing all of the Legend of Zelda games in chronological order, like release date. Yeah. Like I'm not following the timeline. Whatever that massive three pathways branching connecting timeline is. No. Just chronological release date order. And then of course I'm also playing Hollow Knight. So once Hollow Knight is done, I'll find a different game to play instead of Hollow Knight, obviously. But Legend of Zelda will be like a continuing thing until I either finish all of them or finish all of them, I guess. For probably the whole time, my whole entire streaming life, I will probably be playing Legend of Zelda occasionally. Because this is gonna take a long time to finish. Oh, okay. The second I get, where is it? Caught by those likes, it's just over. I do not want to go buy a new shield. It's too expensive. I do not have the rupees. Not worth it. I'm getting tangled with my own legs. They're in a knot. Okay, there we go. Eight squid leg cam. Yeah, the cats, the thing about being a squid and having cats is that the cat hair tends to like get stuck on my skin. It's not very comfortable. You know, and they sort of like slide off. It's really not, we're not a great combination. It doesn't work very well. But I'll do what I have to for the cats. I was expecting you to say Hollow Knight for real? Like that the next thing I'll play? Probably the next stream. Well, okay, I'm not gonna guarantee it, but probably the next stream will be Hollow Knight. I'm not sure. Honestly, I just decide which game I'm playing based on what I feel like playing on that day, so. I've been trying to somewhat alternate them, so it's not like all Zelda or all Hollow Knight. But it might be Zelda again. I don't know. I really want to finish this game. I really want to get to the second one. Although I was looking back at I made like playlists for all of the VODs because I put all of the VODs on like a VOD channel. I was making a playlist of all of the different games that I've played so far and all the streams. And I've only had 5 Zelda streams so far. So it feels like I've been playing it for forever, but it really hasn't been that long. As like I think Skyrim had like 23 streams or something, which is insane. What the heck? I don't know. I was sort of shocked by the numbers. But I guess it makes sense. I was playing Skyrim for quite a long time. But of course, some of them are like an hour long or something, so they're not always that bad, but this is a bit shocking. Shocking. Yeah. Mario Sunshine. Ooh, I could play Mario Sunshine. That would be fun. After Hollow Knight. I do really like Mario Sunshine. It's like one of my favorite games of all time. But the thing is, I do have Mario Sunshine. I've talked about this before. I'm almost certain I have. Not almost certain. I am certain I've talked about this before, but I don't have those like pressing, what are they called? Triggers? The GameCube controller where they have like, if you press it down, it only does halfway. I don't know what it's called. Anyways, I don't have one of those types of controllers. I still don't have one. And I really don't find Mario Sunshine that appealing if I don't have one of those, so that would be something I would need to find before I would play it. But it could just be nostalgia speaking, because I really haven't played Mario Sunshine that much since I was younger, but I really loved playing it when I was younger. I don't know. I really like a lot of the 3D Mario games are fun. Like Odyssey was also Odyssey was also fun. Galaxy was also fun. I don't really like the 2D Mario games. They're fine, but they're not that interesting to me. But the 3D ones are fun. I don't know, I just like 3D games more. I like exploring the worlds that have been set up. Sounds painful to tie up your own tentacles. Maybe a little bit, but they're very flexible, so it's not too bad. Bring back Skyrim? I don't think I'll bring back Skyrim. I know I didn't fully finish what I was doing on it, but I don't know. I might do like one more stream at some point if I just feel like playing it, but I feel like I've mostly just moved on. It was fun while it lasted. No focus whatsoever. GameCube was my OG. My OG console, the first console I ever had was, well, not console. I guess it was a handheld. My first gaming device that I ever had was the Leapfrog. That was my OG. But if we're getting past that, then it would be the Wii. We still have a Wii and it still works. The Wii is it holds up to a lot. Because I didn't actually own a GameCube. So I had to go over to like friends' houses to play on the GameCube. So the first one I actually owned was a Wii. Just end me now, honestly. Why am I even playing this game? I don't know. Play like, I don't know, Doom? I don't think I'll play Doom. Isn't Doom like super old at this point? I don't really know much about it. I know there's music. I've heard the music. I know you like shoot things. But I don't know anything else about it really. I know isn't Doom the one where it's like, oh, can you run Doom on this thing? And then you just try to run Doom on a random thing. It's sort of like Bad Apple, but it's Doom. And they're like mods. I don't know. I have like a vague understanding of it, but I've never actually like looked into what it is. Some funky music. Okay, turn it back down. No way! Lubik's here, brother. Oh my gosh, you caught a stream. Hello. Welcome, welcome. I decided to use a different, it's like what I do is I just choose a YouTube video which has a bunch of like music on it, different ones, whatever. I decided to choose a different one today. Let's get some funky synth. Okay. Anyways, I got distracted. Oh yeah, Doom. Isn't it like Wasn't there like an Isabelle thing with like Isabelle and the Doom guy or something? And like there's like music? I don't know. I'm trying to pull up my vague knowledge that I have about Doom. That I have in like the recesses of my brain. What's your favorite Wii game? That's an impossible decision. Of course, I really like Mario Kart. It's pretty basic. Played a lot of those like garage band games where you have like a guitar and like a drum set that doesn't really work that well. Those are pretty fun. I like those quite a lot. Of course, Wii Sports. I gotta say, probably Wii Sports. It's just so iconic. And I also had Galaxy. Oh, that's impossible. I really like Galaxy too. The Lumas are so cute. The little stars, they're adorable. I loved all the enemies and stuff in that game. I just thought they were adorable. I was just like, I don't even want to kill you. I just want to be friends. I have Zelda for my NES now too, but I still suck and need better controllers. Congrats! Congrats! Oh, okay, my voice. NES controllers are hard to use, in my opinion. I mean, they're just old and not optimized, so it is how it is. But I have switched from... I was using a joystick originally to control this game. I have switched to using the D-pad on the Switch controllers. So I am sort of playing NES style now. But I'm still struggling. Okay, that's one down. That was good. Good dodging. Okay, nope, nope. No, don't even try. Okay. Should have blocked that. As you can see, I also still suck and don't need better controllers. I just need better skills. Oh. I remember the first time I tried to play Zelda 2, because like the first time I tried to play one of the older Zelda games was Zelda, the second one. And I was just so confused. I never even got past like the first cave area where sort of open after you get past that first cave thing, it sort of expands the game and it makes more sense and like what the heck is actually going on. But I just couldn't even figure it out. I was just like, what is this? You just like walk around in a random overworld and do nothing? It felt very empty to me, but the second time I played it, it made a lot more sense. This game makes a lot more sense from the get-go though. It's very clear like what you need to be doing. You need to be going around and exploring and getting the "it's dangerous to go alone, take this" sword. Second game, very confusing. Yes, it's the meme, the Isabelle Doom meme. It happened a while ago, a few years ago. But I like it very much. It's much better and more fun than I thought. The first Zelda game. I agree. It's honestly like a pretty good game. It's very solid for like really old for the first Zelda game. It's like impressive. Even after having played the way more crazy expansive ones. I was thoroughly impressed the first time I played this game. Try to focus. Although not like my focus does me much good anyways. Ah! Okay. It's that down. And then the fire does hurt the legs, so if I can just fire them, it's probably better to fire them than getting close. These guys don't get hurt by fire. I need to block them with my shield if they fire at me. It's much better. I think I don't know if the fire does as much damage though, so it might take longer to kill the legs, but honestly it's better to just stay away from them. The bane of my existence. No, 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 no. Okay. Okay, I accept it. You were so base for your Wii choices. Thank you. I know. I had probably some of the best Wii games that existed. We honestly didn't own that many Wii games. Oh, also the Lego Star Wars. I think that was a Wii game. We didn't have it, but I did like rent it from the library for a few weeks. That was also super fun. So I will also add that to one of my favorite Wii games, even though I didn't play it that much. Is there any other Wii games that were fun? I don't know. Those are my main ones. I don't think there's any more that I had, at least. Although I don't know if I'd really add any otherwise. So yeah, it just always has been a little dream to have Zelda for my NES and play on the NES a lot, so I am used to the controllers. I like how they feel, actually. Yeah, I mean, it also depends on how old the controller you have is. If it's like a well preserved or like newer controller, then it shouldn't be too bad. But if you have, the one that I was using was like a garage sale, old, crusty, maybe not crusty, but a little bit sad, hard to press on, dirty controller. So maybe I didn't have a great experience. Okay. Stream is standing still. It might have died. My internet has been having a bit of issues. Remember that one time when I first started streaming? Probably not. I don't know if either of you were here, but my internet kept dying. It was so awful. I don't know why. But it looks fine on my end. So hopefully it is good. Now that I turned on the like stream preserver thing where it doesn't end the stream if your internet turns off and it just like goes to that one dude emote that I don't remember the name of. Helps a lot. Anyways, yeah, the NES controllers. So I mean, I think they would be fine. I think I saw it like you can play Tetris with an NES controller and there's like you can like tap it or something. Like the Tetris sweats. Trying to get as many button presses as possible. The biggest problem I have with the NES controller is just the corners. They're not very comfortable to hold. If those corners were just like rounded or smoothed out or something, I think it would be better. But maybe not, because then maybe it would be hard to hold because it'd be like slippery. I don't know. It's not awful, but it's not great either. Maybe because I kind of grew up with the NES always, but I forgot that you don't get in the doorway here. Nope, nope. I keep forgetting I can block their beams with my shield. No, don't walk into your fire. No, okay, no. Oh, I forgot. When you get hit by the, what is it? Skull static ball. You can't use your sword for a second. Okay, 2 hearts. 2 hearts and a dream. 2 hearts and no more dreams. Sorry about that. Yeah, the NES is not nostalgic to me at all, so unfortunately I don't have that going for it, but honestly don't even know most of the games that are on the NES. Like, the only reason I even know that there's Zelda on it is because well, obviously I'm playing it right now, but because I was wanting to play all the Zelda games, so I was like, okay, what's the first one? And that's how I came to learn that Zelda 1 and Zelda 2 are on the NES. I think the original Mario's on the NES, or is it the Game Boy? I can't remember. I've also never, I think it might be on the Game Boy, or like there's like the Game Boy Color you can play Mario on. I've also never really, oh, okay. That's a good start. And I have a sword beam. Okay, this is my like best chance so far. No, okay, I've lost my sword beam. Ah! Stay away from me! Get away! Back away! Why did I run into my own fire? That's the one thing with fire, you can't run into your own fire. Panic, panic, panic. Like playing a bullet hell game. I'm not good at bullet hell games. I am so bad at like paying attention to what's on screen. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, can't use my sword for a second because I got hit by that thing. These guys aren't too bad if they're the only enemies in the room. Okay. Okay. Okay, there's one. And they can only shoot at you if they're facing you. Okay, can't. Use my sword for a second. That's not great, but it's okay. Oh. Did I not have to defeat all of them? Do I have to push a block? I swear to God, if I could have just passed that room by pushing that block without defeating all the enemies, I'm gonna lose it. Okay, not really, but it's good to know for the future. Oh yeah, Lego Star Wars, the Complete Saga, or Lego Star Wars 3, the Clone Wars, both are great. I have no clue. It was a Lego Star Wars. I know that there was like the... Oh. Panic pause. The dragon's not too bad though. I know that there was the cantina there in that game. So if you know which game has the cantina in it, then that one. I don't remember much of the story. I don't remember much of what happened in it, but I just remember it being fun. And like I like the Lego sounds. I liked hearing the little I also played a bit of Lego Hogwarts? No. Lego Harry Potter. But I didn't have that one at all. I played it at a friend's house for like a few hours and that's about it. I don't know. I never really got the full potential out of those Lego games, but they were super fun when I did play them, and I wouldn't be against playing more of them. Okay. How do I fight this thing again? I know my shield. Oh, my shield can block fireballs, right? No. Okay, never mind. So my shield can block the fireballs from the... one-headed dragon, but it can't block the fireballs from the three-headed dragon. Interesting. Can I shoot it? Nope. Okay. I remember this was a big struggle the first time. I would like to think I've gotten better since then, but I most definitely have not gotten better since then. In fact, I might have degressed. Deprogressed? I don't know. My favorite Wii game will stay Twilight Princess though, which I am planning to play. Still haven't played it yet, but I'm so excited to play Twilight Princess. I've heard so many good things about it. Everyone loves it. Everyone says it's like one of their favorite Wii game, their favorite game in general, their favorite Zelda game. And I know nothing about it except for that everyone says it's good. I'm so excited. But I'm a while away from that. Some of these games are going to be hard for me to access. I don't know how I'm going to find them, but I will. I will do it. It's one of my life missions to play all the Zelda games. My life passion. Oh, it's getting so hot in here. I'm missing my fan dearly. Okay, so I can just move this block, right? I don't even have to fight these guys. Okay, that is incorrect. I do have to fight them and then move the block. Oh, this is gonna be a really long dungeon. How is this dungeon 6? I've already beaten dungeon 7. How is this? That doesn't make any sense. The difficulty levels in these dungeons are so off in my opinion. But whatever, I just have to do it. Just have to survive. Was one of my favorite gaming experiences ever. I think people have issues with it because they expect something from it and that it is just not. It is a game you need to feel and experience and connect with, not just play for gameplay alone or the toughest challenges. Yeah. I agree with, I mean, I haven't played it before, but it just seems like the kind of game where it's more heavily story focused, I guess. Again, I don't know. I'm just assuming based on how it looks and what I've heard about it. It seems more story focused rather than like, oh, you're fighting all these dungeons or whatever. This game, right now, very heavily just fight the dungeons. Second game, very heavily fight the dungeons. Oh, I think Mike is... Okay, we're back, hopefully. I guess my internet is struggling today. I guess I need to keep checking it, make sure it doesn't... it's not killing my stream completely. But anyways, the first game, a lot of fighting dungeons. Second game, a lot of fighting dungeons. Third game, what is the third game? I think that one's also a lot of fighting dungeons. The fourth game, the island one, where you're like the musical instrument, you have to collect the musical instruments. That's the first one where I really feel like there's a lot of story. And that one, I felt like the dungeons were fun, but they weren't as hard and was more story focused than the other ones. Not to spoil it, but I like that one a lot. That's probably gonna be one of my favorites. I forget what it's called. There's like an egg on the island. Overall, I feel like Zelda becomes much more story focused the further you get into the games. Which I'm okay with because I will never claim to be a god gamer. So it being a little easier is definitely not something I'm gonna complain about too much. Okay, that's not good. It's really not good. Should I just like bomb them? I don't even know if that would really work. Okay. Ooh, heart. Not like it would really help that much because these guys take a lot of hearts when they hit you anyways. If I get trapped by a like, I'm already dead. I only have one heart. Sorry, I know I'm falling a bit behind in chat, but I will catch up. Just give me a little bit of time. Ah. My goal in going into all of the Zelda games, and Twilight Princess included, is don't have any expectations. I'm excited, but no expectations. And just in general with a lot of games, that's my goal. Obviously, I have preconceived notions that I can't really escape from, but don't expect something from it. Let it tell you what it is itself. Dude, it's so hot in here. It's only 84 or probably even colder now outside. It's also, my computer is like a heater. I will be so sad the day that my computer dies, or my desktop. I guess I probably should call it desktop. I will. I really should like back up my files and stuff. Anyways, whatever. That's not related. Don't even talk about that right now. Yeah, and yeah, basically everything was on the NES. The biggest Nintendo games were originally on the NES. The NES has crazy much cool shit. Even the first Final Fantasy. What? That's crazy. Final Fantasy is another series of games that I don't know anything about. I just know that it's popular, and I know there's like, I think the most popular ones like Final Fantasy 7 or something. And is Final Fantasy the one with Cloud as the main character? Is that, am I remembering that correctly? I don't know anything about Final Fantasy. I know even less about Final Fantasy than I know about Doom. I am not caught up in any of my gaming knowledge. That's crazy though. I was sort of shocked that the first Zelda game was on NES. It just doesn't even feel like it would be something that would be able to handle a Zelda game. It's very impressive that they made this game on the NES. What was the first Mario Kart on? Do you know? I don't know. The oldest Mario Kart that I know about, maybe it was, no, I don't think Mario Kart was on the NES, right? Surely not. The oldest one I know about is on the 3DS. Or not, is it 3DS or was it on the DS? I think it was actually the DS. Whatever. Mario Kart feels like another game that I don't feel like the NES could handle, but it probably could if they were careful about it. NES also has Mario World, Mario Bros. 3, just a super good video game. Mario World. What's Mario World? I'm gonna look it up. Mario World. Oh, it's that one. Okay, yeah. I see. Isn't that one like super popular? I've definitely seen it before. It's crazy how many of the not old, but how many of the current Nintendo concepts come from so long ago. It's like all of the, it feels like all of the main series were just made then, and then it's just always been a continuation of that since then. Just been continuing the same franchises, whatever you want to call them. Which is like, okay. I don't necessarily mind it, but it is interesting. I'm so sorry for yapping the whole time. Take your time. I'll be right back. No, you're fine. It's totally fine. I enjoy your yapping. Your yapping is very fine. Although the thing is, you get one yapper and then you get a second yapper, and then you combine the yappers, and then there's a massive amount of yap, and I cannot keep up with the yap because I am also I always want to expand on the topic, and then I'm like, oh wait, we are past the topic already. It's okay. I get it. It's so interesting because off of stream, I don't really talk that much. I'm not a very talkative person. When I'm here though, I have so much to say. Maybe one day I'll get good enough at this game where this room won't cause me so much trouble. I mean, I'm gonna have to learn how to get good at this room because I have to pass it to finish this dungeon. And I have to pass it with a pretty good amount of hearts because there's a boss right after it. Although I think once I beat that boss, I will be good. Like, I don't think it will respawn. I think it's just a one time, so at least there's that. Also, hello, Bunkum. I'm sorry. I didn't even say hi to you. Welcome in. Thank you for frying me alive. That was a creepy smile. How do I do that again? Oh, I'm terrified. Okay, sorry. I got very distracted. Anyways, Scooby Toilet. I hope you don't get disappointed by Twilight Princess. Its focus is on a linear, great story on characters and feeling. I'm so afraid that you will not like it much. You will not like it that much at the end would kind of break my heart. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not sure. There are plenty of story games that I actually haven't played that many linear story games. Most of the times the type of games that I play are ones that have a very extensive world or very extensive amount of like things to do in them. Those are the types of games that I'm drawn to, like Breath of the Wild or Stardew Valley, etc. But I feel like story games work a lot better for like a stream because they have an ending. I mean, so do things like Stardew Valley and Breath of the Wild, but you know what I mean. They have a better ending, like a full... Oh, this room is so bad. It's just everything that I'm not good at doing, with like blocking the fire things and then watching all the enemies move at the same time. I think even if I don't like, even if I don't like Twilight Princess that much, it's okay. At the very least, I'm confident that I will like it to an extent. I might not love it, but I might love it. I know it's like people say it's the darkest one in all of the Zelda games. Like it has the most... I don't really know what the darkest one in all of Zelda games really means. We're getting into spoiler territory now. It's like, but something happens. I was gonna say something and I forgot. I am very, like, unfocused today. It feels like I drank caffeine, but I didn't. I drank the chaos of the potion of chaos. I don't even know what I'm on about. I'm so sorry. Anyways. But it is epic and has wonderful dungeons and wonderful dungeon designs. I'm so excited. I don't care. I'm gonna like it. Even if I don't like it, I'm gonna like it. I can appreciate a pretty game, good story game, fun puzzles. I honestly am fairly easy to please, so I think it'll be okay. Let's just put them my level of ability to watch or consume or play things that are maybe not high quality. I like to watch isekai anime, so let me just out myself about that, right? Well, not really out myself, but I'll tell you that right now. I have a pretty low standards. So when something is good, it does blow me away. My rule is always claim to be a god gamer even if you really aren't. That's true. Even though you've seen me die at this room like 50 times already today, I'm actually a god gamer. This is just me extending the amount of time that this dungeon takes so that we can talk more. It's actually just, it's a strategy. I say I'm bad, but I am really actually good. At any moment, I could just suddenly pull out my god gamer card and just rip through this dungeon, finish it in one go. But I wouldn't want to make everyone so disappointed in their ability and skills. Wouldn't want to make anyone insecure. And it is much more mature, it has weight, it has something to say, which is why it's the only Zelda I would ever like watch 10 story analysis videos in a row, just because there is so much to it. That is exactly what Zelda is for me. Epic, medieval, fantasy, mature, doesn't shy away from darkness, but also from wholesome moments and some nice humor and creative fun. You thought about it way more than I have. No. To me, Zelda is... I don't know what Zelda is. How do I describe Zelda? It just feels very expansive. It feels very... broad? I don't know how to do, like, it feels like anything could happen and it could still be Zelda. That's not true. I don't know. The thing I really enjoy about Zelda games is that you never fully, like, you do know what to expect, you know, like, oh, there's the story, and then there's like the common enemies that appear in a lot of the games, and there's like the dungeons, and you solve the puzzles, and you etc, etc, and etc. But I don't know, I just never quite know what they're gonna throw at me, and I really enjoy that. Ocarina of Time, while I have not fully finished it, I've basically finished it. Unfortunately, I'm honestly really sad that I played Ocarina of Time before I started streaming, because I would have loved to stream it for the first time. That would have been so fun. But it is what it is. Ocarina of Time, I really loved it. I really loved figuring out all the little mysteries and learning about the story. And I'm really excited to play more of the Zelda games that are more like that. Definitely had some twists I was not expecting. Which I should have known. I'm not gonna say anything right now, but I should have expected it, but I just did not at all. That was so that was so cool when the first time that happened. I love Ocarina of Time. It's a bit jank. It's pretty hard to control, and I definitely wouldn't say it's the greatest, but it's again a product of its time. That just was sort of how cameras worked. Honestly, it's better than Mario 64 with a camera. But if Twilight Princess is even slightly like Ocarina of Time, like it has some of the same vibes, I definitely will like it. I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm a little scatterbrained today. Apologies. Sorry for the yapping. I'm so lost. Me too. First Mario Kart was SNES? Oh, I see. That would make more sense, honestly. I know it looks like pretty wacky and pretty hard to control. I've been keeping up with the Mario Kart world. Not to change the subject, sorry, but keeping up with Mario Kart world. It looks so fun, honestly. I really love just like watching all of the speedruns and like all of the techniques and everything. Even though I would never implement them in my own playing, it's just fun to watch. It is insane how much was invented on the NES, and they just got so much right from the beginning. The NES is maybe the most important console, but people always look at it and think, wow, so old and impressive for the time, very nostalgic, but not worth playing anymore. But it is worth playing on. It's still worth playing today and offers so much. It is so fun. I still play NES with friends and cousins. I agree. You're right. Hence why I'm playing this game right now. It definitely it doesn't have as much depth in most of the games, but the biggest thing that I really enjoy from playing this game specifically is seeing the origins of Zelda. Like, it explained so much on how Zelda has gotten to where it is at this point from here. That is the biggest reason why I enjoy playing all of the games, because I'm sorry, I'm trying to focus, but it's not working. I just really love seeing how it's developed and where all of the concepts come from in the newer games. And you get so many references, like all of the... I had no idea. I think it's Kakariko Town is in Ocarina of Time. I had no clue. Likes come from this game? Had no clue. Zora from the very first game. I'm zoning out. I think the heat's getting to me. I'm very heat intolerant. Very bad with the heat. Cannot handle it. Above like 70, 72 degrees or something is too hot for me. So I tend to get pretty spacey when I'm in the heat, and I also get a bit sick. I'm not feeling sick right now though. I'm feeling okay, but I do tend to get a bit out of it. I know everyone does. I mean, like, you sit in a hot classroom and you're just like, I don't even know what's going on. But I think I'm starting to feel that right now. This sword beam is so useful. No, my sword beam! No! I'm so sad. Okay, I have not defeated the yellow guys, but that's okay because 2 of the legs are gone. So we are chilling. Not really. We are actually not chilling. Stop. Get away from me. Back away. Get away. I think a big thing with NES games, yeah, this is what I was trying to say earlier and I got distracted and couldn't think of the thought. A big thing with NES games is that, or like older games in general, is that a lot of people are just not willing to try that hard. These types of games can take a long time to play, have a higher level of skill involved, and can feel repetitive, especially like the Mario games. I would say this game is a lot better because it does have the saving system, so the fact that you don't just fully lose and have to restart from the beginning if you die is very important for this game to be able to exist. But that's the biggest problem I have with a lot of NES games, is I just don't have the patience or skill level, or I'm not willing to okay, I could develop the skill level. I'm not willing to spend the time to develop the skill level to play some of the games because they just restart to the beginning every time. That's the biggest reason why I don't tend to play the older games as much. Personally. Are there any, do you know of any NES games that have like more story to them? I feel like a lot of NES games are very fight the boss or like play the game. I mean, that is just sort of how it goes, but I don't know if there are any NES games that I know of that have like a expansive story, or not, maybe not expansive, but I guess Final Fantasy probably does. That would be more of a story game, I would imagine. I actually don't know much about it, but I would think. I'm totally dead. Nope. Okay. Got further than last time. It would help if I played the skateboard. I would get a higher level of skill. I would keep my skill from each time for practicing. But honestly, I think you will like Twilight Princess. You don't seem like a person that does not at least appreciate what it does. And one thing you should know, when you finish the game, watch the entire credits. It's a Marvel movie. Okay, I see. Will do. I probably won't remember that from here until Twilight Princess, because it's gonna be a while, trust me. Probably like next year. At this rate. Hopefully not, but probably. How many games do I have? I need to check this. I really need to know. Zelda games in chronological release order. Zelda Adventure of Link, A Link to the Past, Link's Awakening, Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Oracle Seasons of Ages, Four Swords, Wind Waker, Four Swords Adventure, The Minish Cap, and then finally okay, yeah. It's gonna be a while till we get to Twilight Princess. Ooh. Next year for sure. Unfortunately. But the other games, hopefully, will not be quite as challenging as this one. And therefore, will allow me to play through them much not quicker, because I don't want to rush through them, obviously. I want to take my time and enjoy the game and see it for what it is. But I don't want to spend a year on it, you know. Like, I don't want to take forever. I don't know what point I was trying to make. Either way, lots of games. But that's okay. I'll get there eventually. So yeah, I think it was Link's Awakening. I really liked Link's Awakening. I'm excited to play it again. I really like the story. It's not that crazy, but I don't know. It felt much different than any of the other Zelda games that I have played so far. And I really appreciated it. I feel like Twilight Princess is going to be one of those types of games where you play it and then at the very end something crazy happens and then you don't even want to skip the credits because you're just so in shock that you're just sitting there like, what did I just watch? What did I just witness? I guarantee that's going to happen. And I'm okay with that. I love that. I don't know why I thought I could attack from the front when they shoot those rainbow beams out. Don't know where that thought came from. Oh. We're almost at the 1 hour 30 time mark that I said I was gonna stop at, but I think I'm gonna keep going. I'm like into it now. Now that I've started, I don't want to stop. I actually appreciate chatting with you very much. Ah! Go through the door. Every time I get to, it's a very good thing that you even get that. It is a very good thing that you even get that yapper side out of me. It's just easy to respond. It's very polite all the time and entertaining. I'm glad. I'm happy you like it. I'm happy you feel comfortable here. I try to be positive to an extent. I'm not the most positive person, but I'm a neutrally positive person, I guess. If that's even a thing. Neutrally positive. I'm glad you feel like you have things to say, though. I enjoy chatting with you too. I like learning more about the NES and other topics. Because I am very uneducated. Nope. These keys are so cute. That's one thing. I don't think keys in like the newer Zelda game or Breath of the Wild were that cute. I honestly can't remember quite what they look like. I know they drop eyeballs and like wings, which is a little uncomfortable, especially the eyeballs. Don't really love that. But they're so cute in this game. Is there really no way to get past this? I mean, I don't think there is. I'm pretty sure I've already tried to get through all of these walls. And the fact that there's a dragon there means it's definitely the way I need to be going, but it's just very unfortunate. Avoid the fire. They're like moths, but I know they're like the opposite of moths. Moths go to the flame, these bats run away from the flame. It's really unfortunate that that dragon can't block, or I can't block that dragon's fire. That would have been really nice. Okay, focus. Nope. Wish I could use my arrows, but they use rupees. I'm not gonna survive this. It's over. It's over. It's over. Okay. I think the Mario games are not that repetitive though, especially Mario 3. Well, I haven't really played, again, like I've said before, I don't really enjoy the 2D, like 2D, I guess, flat Mario games where you just sort of run across the screen. Personally, I'm not a big fan of them. They're fun. I feel like they're more fun to play with your, like, when you're like with the family playing like multiplayer. I know the older games probably don't have multiplayer, but the newer games have multiplayer. I think that's fun to play with like a friend or something like that. But personally, I don't find that interesting. So I haven't played them that much. So maybe I have a skewed viewpoint. It's very possible. And I could see how it would be fun to learn the maps really well and then like speed through them super fast. I could definitely see that happening. It's sort of like playing piano. Speaking of repetitive things and hard things that you must do a million times over and over again until you eventually learn how to do it and get fast at it, I'm currently playing piano. My music. I think my music is dead. Let me fix that. We got to the end of the video. Hopefully it's not too quiet. I can't tell. What was I saying? Oh yeah, piano. I played piano when I was younger, and then I stopped playing piano when COVID started, and I didn't really continue after that. I don't know. I just sort of everything got thrown off, and then I just didn't continue practicing or playing any new pieces. So anyways, I've been playing piano recently again. I've been learning Rude Buster from Deltarune. It's such a good song. Because, well, okay, the reason is because the new Deltarune chapters just came out. And there's Ruder Buster. Everyone's like, oh my gosh, love the new Ruder Buster song. And it is pretty great. Okay. It's like, maybe I should learn it, but I don't really want to learn that one, so I decided to learn the first one, the Rude Buster. I've never actually played Deltarune. Fun fact. I have played Undertale. I have not played Deltarune at all. But I really like the song, so I was just like, I don't care. Doesn't matter if I haven't played it before if I like the song. So I'm learning that, and it is so awful to play. It is, I mean, it sounds cool, but the rhythms, especially from someone who has not been playing piano for like multiple years at this point, not multiple, like what, 5 years since COVID started. Haven't played piano for like 5 years pretty much. It is hard to get back into it. And the crazy rhythms in this song are not helping at all. Anyways, my point is, it's just like playing piano. You start off and you try to practice and you cannot get the rhythms down. They're really hard and feel like impossible, and they just don't go together at all. And you keep messing up and your hands don't do what they're supposed to. But then you practice, and then like a week later, suddenly you're able to play it. I feel like a lot of the NES games that I've played, at least, are like that. You have to be willing to learn and be patient and practice, and you don't get it immediately. They don't tell you, like this game especially does not tell you what to do. They're just sort of like, go have fun. I mean, it tells you more than some of the games, but it's like, walk around the world. There's random things. I would never have known to burn trees, to open them. Maybe they tell you, maybe there's a hint. They do have some hints that are scattered throughout in the game, so it might have been something about that, but a lot of the secrets in this game you're never gonna find. and it's just so opposite from like more modern gaming, where a lot of it is just like, here is what you do. I will railroad you and tell you exactly what you need to do, and you must do it, and then it's easy, and then you don't struggle much. I think a good balance is nice, personally. But my point is, they are hard, and people sometimes do not want to play hard games. I am people. But I can appreciate them, you know? Anyways, I'm getting on a tangent. One game I told you about is Low G Man. You said it doesn't sound so interesting to you, but I like it. And the cool thing is that you don't have to start from the beginning. You can enter a code to the level you are at to get to the level you are at. And that is really cool. You can get enter a code. Oh, I see. Oh, that's interesting. I like that. That is really cool. That is a cool thing that they added. I can really appreciate that. Just saying. Oh yeah. No. Did you know I have a brain like a Cheerio? It is challenging as hell, but fun, and you don't really lose progress. That way it's worth actually spending the time trying to get good at the game. Exactly. That is my biggest thing, is if you don't lose the progress, it is much more entertaining and much more fun to play. I do remember you telling me about Low G Man, and I do also remember saying it doesn't seem that appealing to me personally, but I think lots of different people in this world exist for a reason, so we can all enjoy different things and expand our horizons together. Wow, that's so inspiring. Friendship is magic and all that, except it's actually true. Okay, fine. I will accept it. I've never really been that interested in NES games, but the way you talk about them makes me much more interested. Now I'm like, I need to go check out other ones and see what other interesting ones there are. It's really all it takes. If someone has passion about something, I'm very easily swayed. I'm like, okay, I want to learn about more. I want to learn more. Tell me about it. I want to experience it too. Obviously not anything, but you get my gist, my point. I'm currently playing on the Nintendo Switch with like the stupid Nintendo Online whatever thing that costs too much money in my opinion, but I like having access. And I don't have an NES and I don't plan to get an NES, so it is what it is. And I use the Switch enough where I think it's okay. Okay, that was rough. Anyways, I do have access to more games, so maybe I could go check them out. You literally just described what I felt like after finishing Twilight Princess. You really don't want to skip the credits. It's the type of game that makes you go like, holy shit, what did I just go through? What did I just witness? And then you just see the credits where you get to see all the locations and characters again, even from the early in the beginning, and you just see what life looks like there after you finish the game. You're making me so excited. I hate that it's so far away. Well, it's okay. I'm excited for the other Zelda games too. I'm excited for Ocarina of Time. I'm excited to play Ocarina of Time again. I'm excited to play Link's Awakening again. I'm excited to play Wind Waker. I've heard good things about Wind Waker. I'm excited for Wind Waker. The other ones, not so much, but it's okay. Some of them aren't that crazy. They're just sort of like fun little puzzle games, but fun little puzzle games are still fun, so. And every game has had an influence in all the other games, no matter how little, so. There's still fire in the doorway? No way, okay. And maybe I'll stumble across a random one that I wasn't expecting to be good that is actually really good. I've tried to keep myself somewhat blind. Fun fact, I've never finished Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom. I don't know if I've said that before. The first Zelda game that I ever finished was this game. I've seen the endings for Breath of the Wild. I haven't seen Tears of the Kingdom, but I have seen the ending for Breath of the Wild for sure. I've watched like speedruns and stuff, but I've never actually finished it myself, so that'll be fun. That'll be a new thing that I have not done before. When I first played, I was too scared. I didn't want to defeat Ganon. I was like, I can't do it. It's too scary. I'm not as scared anymore, but it's still a little bit scary. The bosses are always scary. Although I don't remember Ganon being that bad in this game, but I could be wrong. Who knows? I was at a much higher skill level the first time I played this game because I was actually playing it like consistently all the way through. Holy damn, okay. As soon as you read that, I am out. I need sleep. I need to control myself. My fingers create too many words and I get carried away. Okay, that's fine. I hope you have a well obviously I see that you haven't left yet, but I'm sure you will soon, and that's okay. I hope you have a good night whenever you do decide to leave, because I probably won't see it until after. I really enjoyed your contribution for today. It's been very fun. Okay. 2D games are so fun, but the older Mario is a bit of a slog. Yeah, I would say I haven't played that many 2D games. Again, this probably my biases getting to me, where I'm just like, oh, that doesn't look that fun, and then I never play it. Or what is the like Celeste? Celeste is a 2D like parkour platformer game. I've played a bit of Celeste. That was fun. Of course, I don't plan to play Celeste on stream ever because in no way am I... Actually, no, sorry. I am a god gamer, but I just can't show off my god gamer skills on stream because it's too much. It would overwhelm your eyes. But I probably would not be able to even finish it, even if I tried. At least in no reasonable amount of time. I don't want to be pessimistic and say I never could, but I've heard it's really hard. I completed the first, like, level, the first section. But that's not saying much. It's like the tutorial. Oh, I'm at half a heart. I really am not paying attention. I want to get a keyboard this year. You should. Piano is so rewarding because, well, okay, the thing is, I've played music since I was young, like pretty much my whole entire life, but I'm not that good at reading music. I am good at playing music. I'm good at memorizing music, but I'm not good at reading music. The notes, I still cannot look at sheet music and read them right away. I can read it, but it takes me a few seconds to read most notes. And so I've always had a bit of trouble like learning the songs, but once you finally figure out what those notes are, and it's not like a fact that I haven't just done it enough. Like, I've been doing it for a long time, and I've played multiple instruments, so it's just like something I'm just not good at. Especially for piano. I'm okay with like flute because you only have to read one note at a time for the most part, but piano, reading like sometimes like 6 notes at a time, I'm just full memorization for that. That's pretty much the only way I can really end up learning a song, is just memorizing it. So that's what I do. It's okay. As long as you memorize it, as long as I memorize it, I can still play it. Anyways, it's really rewarding though. Finally getting a rhythm down or finally getting a song down. And then, especially if you memorize it, you will have that song for life sometimes. I still have songs that I've played before in my brain that I can just whip out and start playing. It's so fun. I highly recommend it. But of course, you have to be disciplined, I guess, and be willing to sit down and fail, and then fail, and then fail, and then fail, and then continue failing. Or just be really good at it, I guess, but I guess that's the way most things are in life, I guess. What? Stop saying I guess. I don't know. I guess. No, I know that's the way things are in life. Be more assertive. But it does take up quite a lot of time to learn a new song. It's so versatile. Piano is honestly great. I love the way piano sounds. And with the keyboard, you can do like fun little jingly things and fun little different sounds. It depends on how complicated of a keyboard you get, but I would say keyboards are generally, in my opinion, unless you get like a super high quality keyboard, harder to play. Like super fast, because the keys don't tend to move as easily. They tend to be a little more like, I don't know, they just don't move as easily, in my opinion. But that's not worth caring that much, unless you're gonna be like a professional piano player. I think only Mario 1 and 2 are not that fun, but if you grab a friend, Mario 3 is just a really, really great game. Wonderful. So that game, I looked it up for a second and I didn't see that much about it. Or no, you're talking about Mario 3, not Mario World. I keep thinking Mario World is Mario 3. Or is it? I don't know. I agree in general though. Mario games with a friend are so fun. They're very frustrating. Especially when your friend's not that good at playing, but it's definitely one that I would personally say is much better enjoyed with someone else. I don't like want it to seem as if everyone would realistically think the same way about NES games as I do, but I just want people to understand why I personally think that way about it. No, that's totally fine. I definitely don't think the same way as about NES games as you do, but I can feel your passion, and that's fun. You're very convincing. Did my music stop again? No. It's just on a little break. Okay, there we go. Ooh, I want to play Wind Waker so badly. Me too! I want to play Wind Waker so badly! I'm so excited. Every time I think about getting to play the new Zelda games, or not new, they're quite old at this point, but getting to play the next Zelda game, I'm so excited. Arr, I love Zelda. I don't even know why I love Zelda, I just do. It just makes me smile. I am really losing it. Oh, we're at like 1 hour 45. Okay. Wind Waker I've heard mixed reviews about. I know I've already talked about this before, but I don't know why. I know even less about Wind Waker than I know about Twilight. No, I probably know the same amount. I know Wind Waker, you like play little melodies or something, and you like sail across the ocean. That's literally all I know. You're on a boat and you go wee. And that sounds very fun. I will be right at home on the ocean. It's interesting how like Link's Awakening, I wonder if Wind Waker is in the same timeline as Link's Awakening, because Link's Awakening also takes place like, well, it takes place on an island, but immediately gets caught. It starts on an ocean. I think it ends on an ocean, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong. I think that's what happens though. And Wind Waker is also on an ocean. That's really the only connection. Also, you're playing as like a baby Link or something, or like smaller Link, Toon Link. What, I don't know what it's called. Feels like they could be connected. I don't know. I'm just trying to draw a connection. I also have not watched pretty much any Zelda timeline videos or any Zelda lore videos because I specifically was trying to keep myself spoiler free in case I ever decided to play any of his other Zelda games, which I am very glad I decided to do that because now I'm here. I did not go yet, as Darth Vader said. I lied. Link, I am your father. Why did you decide to play all Zelda games though? Just out of curiosity. I mean, pretty much what I've said already. I really wanted to see where it started, and I really wanted to see how it progressed, and I like Zelda. Those are my reasons. I wanted more Zelda. I have a tendency to get fairly, I guess, obsessive about the things that I consume. I know I've already said this before. I like to say things that I've already said about the things that I'm interested in. And so I want to consume all of the media related to something that I'm interested in, which means, in the case of Zelda, playing every single Zelda game. I will not watch the Zelda show, though. I will not watch the "Excuse me, princess." No way, I cannot stand that. It's not happening. Maybe, we'll see. But yeah, that's pretty much my reason. And I know there's the new Zelda game that came out, the like one you play as Zelda, which I think is canonical, relates to the canon. I'm not sure. The only Zelda, I'm not playing like spin-off or like extra games that have come out. I'm only playing like the main ones. So I'm not sure if that one is, I think that one is included though. So that will be the next one that'll be the one after Tears of the Kingdom. And that's the most recent one. Gotta play it fast enough where I'm not having new games come out before I can even finish the next one. I think I generally write very emotional and stuff. And I think I always try to reach someone with what I say, so it makes sense when you say that you can feel my passion. That's good. That's great. I think it's great to try and put a purpose behind what you say. I can't say that I always do, but I think it's great. You'd probably be a good persuasive arguer, good at debates or something of that nature. They're behaving beautifully. Okay, no. I don't want it to sound too empty. I agree. I feel like a lot of the way that I speak can sometimes be empty because it's a lot of energy to try and put meaning and purpose into everything that you say. It's very easy to just fall back on the basic responses, you know, send a thumbs up to a text kind of thing. But I do feel like trying to be meaningful and in your conversations can add a lot more value to your time. Zelda CDI playthroughs are gonna be wild. I don't know what that means. I probably definitely should know what that means. Is my music stopped again? Oh, there it is. It's playing again. The non-canon to the Zelda franchise games? The island nation of Gameleon is under attack. So... Okay, interesting. So like they're like the non-canon games that are related to the cartoon, is what it seems like. If I'm understanding that correctly. Unfortunately, I do not plan to play those. But... Oh, what did I do? Okay, reloaded. They certainly seem like they would be an interesting adventure. Especially if they're related to that cartoon. Which I've only seen clips of. I've only played one of the non-canon Zelda, which is that one fighter game that was on the 3DS. And it was fun. I'm honestly not against playing them. But I just figured I already have a lot of games to get through. It's best not to add even more. That is my thought process for not including the non-canon games. Okay, I'm gonna not talk and focus. Nope, no, no, no. Okay. Okay, there's one. Scary. Two in the corner. Oh, okay, can't use my sword because I got hit by that. Just gotta do it. No, 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 no. Okay. I really gotta dodge. I gotta block those rainbow beams with my shield. Just, okay, and it's over. Too much to react to all at once. Not everything you say has to have a lot of meaning and purpose. Just chatting is totally fine. But when you talk about things that are important to you, I think you just want the person listening to understand that. That is something of great importance to you in some way. So you just want the other person to really get that. No, you're right. You're right. You definitely do not need to have... Life is such a paradox. Just spouting like philosophy or whatever. In one hand, you want things to have meaning. On the other hand, not everything needs to have meaning. I'm a very, very firm believer of not everything you do has to have meaning. I'm also a very firm believer of I think you should try and put meaning into as many things as you have the energy to. But I also totally understand not having much energy because I also do not have very much energy. Hello Pam, welcome. Oh no, I'm scared. Ah, terrifying. The only reason I noticed you, I'm sorry, that's a bit mean. The only reason I noticed you is because your name is a different color. But it's true. Life's a paradox. Anyways, whatever. And passion is just very infectious. Exactly. Passion is incredibly infectious. That's what I was meaning to say, I think. You stole the words right out of my mouth. I think the saddest thing is meeting someone who just doesn't have passion for anything. Like, I don't care what your passion is for. It could literally be, okay, well, I do care. As long as it's not like something that's like hurting the world. Like your passion isn't making nuclear bombs, you know? But I don't care what it is. As long as you have some type of interest in something, I think that's great. Even if I don't really get it, I just love meeting people who have something that they care about. Who have something that they care about? That, yeah. You should. They're classics and inspired thousands of YouTube poops. Okay. Well, I'm interested. Don't tell me about new cool things that exist in the world. I don't need to know about any more new cool things that exist in the world. There's already too many new cool things that exist in the world. I can't do all of them. I'll keep it on my radar at the very least, now that I know that they exist. They seem like they'd be very silly. Zelda is a pretty serious game, now that I think about it. It's not very funny. It's not many jokes. There are some, but... it takes itself seriously, is what I'm trying to say, I guess. Which is fine. The Zelda games with the funny animations. Wow, love that description. How does that even work? Is it like cutscene animations in between, like, I would say like average gameplay and then like random funny animations? Maybe? I think I would not play them though. From what I know, it's just too painful to actually play them. There's many ways it could be painful. Is it painful because they're bad games, or is it painful because they're so incredibly cringe that it's just impossible to even get through, or both? But yes, about Legendary. I'll look into it. I probably will not end up playing them because, like I have said, I already have a bajillion games to play. I don't need one more, or two more, or three more. But I'll be aware of them now that I know that they exist. I mean, it looks like the cartoon, either they're like based on the cartoon or the cartoon stuff is part of the games. So I have seen that. Like, I immediately recognized that when I saw it. Also, this is going very well. But I don't know that much about the Zelda franchise, unfortunately, because I haven't gone through much of it yet. So I still have a lot to learn. And I am excited to learn more. Oh wait, chat is delayed. Oh, it's not delayed. Oh, 10 minutes delay. Okay. Yes, the random wave of rage of emotions. What is it? Roller coaster of emotions. There we go. A fun fact about me: I don't really like roller coasters. I went on a little tiny kiddie roller coaster, and I was like, okay, that's enough for me. I'm done. Goodbye. I'm not the kind of person who's seeking these kind. I don't. You know, like I don't get seeking. What was I thinking? Oh yeah. I don't really get seeking to be feeling sick, personally, but that's just me. They're cool in concept. I probably should just quit. Yeah, okay. And I think I'm generally a person who feels very deeply and gets excited by so many things. The way I speak just reflects that, and that's wonderful. I'm happy for you. I'm glad that you feel that way. And you are able to get excited by things. One of the saddest things in life is not the inability to care about things. I think it's really sad, and I have definitely felt it before, so I get it. What is it? Apathy, yeah. Apathy. It's just, it's so awful. But it's like, the thing is, when you feel like when you have apathy, when you're feeling like you have apathy, or feeling, I don't know, whatever. I don't know how to explain it. You don't care because you don't care about anything, right? So it's hard to get out of. You don't care about not caring. Because I go into most things with just much emotion. I feel, I don't know, which is why I think I am often more passionate about things than many people around me. Beautiful. Squid Pog mode isn't there. And then Squid Pogs, never mind, it's in better BTTV. Better TTV. I've never actually seen anyone say better TTV. I've always seen BTTV. Tiny kitty roller coaster. No, not a kitty roller coaster. For cats. For kiddie, like kids. Oh, I would feel so bad putting a cat through a roller coaster. Oh, that would be so awful. They wouldn't know what was going on. They'd just be like, ah! I think it'd be fine though. If you like, you know those like train tracks you can set up that go in like a little circle? You know, like the ones that go around like maybe like a Christmas tree or something, or people set up in their basements like train tracks. Put a cat on one of those trains, like a bigger one. There, that's the kiddie roller coaster. The cat would still not accept that. It would immediately try to escape, but well, maybe somewhat. Some cats are very well mannered and well tempered. My cats would not accept it. Unless they were like half asleep, maybe. But the second you pick them up and put them on there, they're fully awake. They're knocking everything over. Goodbye to your train. Your train no longer exists. It has been destroyed. Squid after roller coaster. Yeah, exactly. My ear canals do not appreciate being shaken around like that. Now, riding water currents. That's fun. Are water currents, you know, like Finding Nemo? The water currents in Finding Nemo with the turtles? Would riding a water current like that feel like a roller coaster to a squid? Or would it just be fun? And more like a water slide, maybe. It sounds very fun. I am literally just running into the enemies. I have no care for my life whatsoever. Oh my gosh. Only ever had one roller coaster experience. It was kind of for kids, and I was terrified by that ride. Valid. I get it. I totally get it. I wouldn't say I was terrified, but I definitely didn't feel very comfortable. I mean, part of the fun of them is the whole like, oh, I feel like I'm about to fall off and get like fly away, and well, maybe, okay, maybe the fun isn't feeling you're gonna fall off, but you know, like just feeling like you are not quite secure. You are going fast and you are going in a direction, and you are gonna maybe suddenly drop off into a massive dip. It's the thrill of it. Personally, it's not very thrilling. It's just scary to me. But I can get it. I think something that's more thrilling than roller coasters that I enjoy more is climbing up rocks. I'm not a rock climber. I cannot rock climb. But simple or easier hiking trails where there are some rocks, I like climbing up those. They're fun. And it's sort of scary to look over, especially if you're in the mountains. Look over that massive cliff, but I find that more appealing. And probably honestly more dangerous than actual roller coasters. But it is what it is. Oh, okay. I'm doing well. No, my sword beam. No, 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 no. Okay, I didn't get eaten. I didn't get eaten by the like, okay, I'm still alive. I am no longer still alive. Those things are brutal. And then I got hit by the thing and I couldn't use my sword and then I got eaten by the leg. Like, no. They just like let you sit there. It just like doesn't matter. You could just chill forever. Interesting. I did not know that. I thought they would kill you. But yeah, I would go on a kiddie roller coaster again. That's about it. The other ones, not really much appeal for me personally. Cat with wide-eyed expression, get me off of this contraption. How do I like... I can't really be a cat. I can't fully expand my pupils to the point where they're like taking up my whole eye like a cat, but... You know, it opens my mouth when I... I don't know if that got what I was trying to get across, but... Some VTubers I've seen... Oh, interesting. Okay, if you hit them with a fire, they split apart. Some VTubers, when they like open their eyes wide, their pupils expand. I think that's pretty cool. I don't have that on my squid model, but I think it's cute. I've been looking at other VTuber models and I'm just like, I really want to make another one. I have so many cool ideas and things that I would love to add and change about my current model, but I simply do not have the artistic skill to draw to the level that I want, nor do I have the rigging skill to rig to the level I want. I'm more confident in my rigging skill than I am in my drawing skill, honestly. I think if I could get a good drawing, I could probably rig it to the extent that I wanted to, but the drawing is rough. But there's so many cool things. It's just like there's always more you can add. Complete lack of attention. Ooh, bouldering. I really think rock climbing is super cool. But I don't think it's something I will ever end up getting into. I guess bouldering is a bit different. Climbing boulder versus climbing a mountain or a rock face. Either way, I think it's super cool. I don't know. It's very satisfying when you get to the top and you're just like, yay! Then you can look down and appreciate what's below you. Normally I'm not a rock climber. I cannot get very high up, but little rocks. Little, like, cliffs. They're fun to go up. It's the joy of exploration. I don't know why I did not get eaten by that leg there. I think I just killed it before it got me. Or something. I feel like sometimes they just disappear. Okay. Nope. Do not try to attack them when they are facing you. It will not go well. Nope, okay. Didn't block with my shield in time. I really don't understand their movement pattern. It does not make sense to me. But it's okay. They keep their distance, so they're pretty chill. They just hurt a lot when they hit you! I was doing so well! Okay, now I think I can peacefully leave. I am glad I caught the stream. I usually don't get to talk so much, so it was very fun. I think you can see that I just think about a lot of stuff like this and just don't get to talk about it at all because no one really cares about it. But yeah, good night and much luck with this dungeon. Thank you. I will need the luck. I will not finish this dungeon today, and I think I will take some more time to fully focus where I'm not streaming and I'm not having to like talk and read chat and talk about things and use my brain and just sit down and practice this dungeon, at least that one room, until I feel like I'm like really good at it and can like dodge their attacks well, and then so that the next time that I stream this game, which I might stream again this week, I don't know, we'll see, no promises, I will be better and will be able to make progress. Anyways, have a good day or night, whatever time it is for you. Or good night. Yes, you said good night, so good night. Hope I can be there. Bye. Bye. Dream about low G man or something. I love your current model, so unique. Thank you. I do also like my current model. I think my current model is perfectly fine. The only thing I would change about my current model is I would maybe like re-rig it. The art I think is fine for this model. The problem is I had a lot of trouble rigging because this is the first model I've ever made, and I have never used the program before, and I'm also not an artist, so didn't know how to fully like separate all the parts of the model, and I didn't know how to draw them properly, and like etc, etc. So I was more restricted in the movements that I was able to accomplish through rigging than I would have liked, because I didn't draw the lines properly, and I had the problem was the lines and the colors of your model really need to be separate, so that when you stretch, when you like go woo, 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 or like bounce around, when you stretch the lines, the colors don't get stretched as well, and the shadows and the whatever don't get stretched, and you can like manipulate them separately, which I didn't do. So like, for example, this kind of movement, I do like, it is pretty fluid. I think it could be even better, in my opinion. And some of the, like, especially my biggest thing is the left and right turning. It needs more. I need to be able to turn left and right more. That was the biggest challenge for me personally, was up and down, or not up and down, left and right movement. And it's the biggest thing I would change if I were to make a new model, is I would add a lot more left and right ability. But the thing is, you need artistic sensibilities, skill, knowledge of perspective, and I don't have that much knowledge of perspective, so I had a really hard time figuring out how to properly perspective myself to move sideways. I think it turned out really well, honestly. I'm very proud of how it turned out, but it was definitely not easy, and I think having to rig a new model would also be really challenging, but I think I have a little more understanding now, so I think it'd be a little bit better. I don't even know where I was going with this, but either way, I just think there's a lot of things that I could add. And there's a lot of things that I wouldn't change. There's a lot of things that I like about it, and I would be very happy with keeping. But, you know, when you're the one who makes your own thing, you have so many criticisms. You're like, oh, I could change this and this and this and this and this. And you want to improve. How long did it take to rig? It took me about a month to rig my model. But I was working at it too much. It should have taken me about 2 months if I was working on it at a reasonable pace, with like taking breaks that I should, and you know, living my life. But I sat down and I just got it done, and so it took about a month. But of course I had to learn the program, learn all of the little intricacies, and watch a bunch of videos learning how to do it. So that also took up some time. Another thing, oh my gosh, with Live 2D, what is it? Yeah, Live 2D, no. Is that what it's called? Yeah, Live 2D. The other thing with Live 2D is that you really, really need to use, what is it, transformation layers, I think they're called, or no? Pretty forgetting. It's been like a year since I rigged this model, which is crazy, but I'm losing my knowledge. I don't know, there's certain type of transformation layers that you have to add, and you have to add it to every single layer, like, or not every single, but a lot of them. I didn't realize they even existed at first, and it really messed up the rigging for my eyes, especially. I could not make them the way I wanted. They turned out well, they turned out fine, but way more complicated than it should have been. but that's just how it works. That would be one of my pieces of advice, is add those layers. I don't know what they're called, but if you do live 2D rigging, you'll know what I'm talking about. They're very important and they help so much to make things easier. Do not... Well, the thing is, I was directly working with the mesh for the eyes, which is a big no-no. Do not do that. And so the thing is, with the mesh, you can only add it to like 3 different movements before it's like, nope, no more, you must stop, you are transforming the mesh too much, and it will get really bad. And like when it tries to figure out all of the in-between things between the extremes that you have set it at, it will not work. It will become a big mess and they will not go the way it will get all squished and weird and just does not move the way you want it to. Do not work directly with the mesh. Squid is life? Question mark? Yes, squid is life. I don't know what the question mark is for, but anyways, I don't want to talk too much about like the technical side of rigging, because if you haven't done it before, it's just impossible to try and understand. But the big takeaway is I've been looking at other models and being like, there are so many different things that you can add and improve. You'll never be able to be perfect. I really, really like, what is her name? The Lime VTuber? I don't watch her, but I've seen her model before. She's like a ferret, I think. It's like a lime, like a green ferret or something. Lime malicious. I don't know. Her model is so pretty. It moves so nicely. I love it. It's beautiful. I would love to be able to do that amount of level of rigging. Obviously, that is crazy complicated for my skill set, but that's like goals. It will go kablooey? The squid will go kablooey? Well, if I ever am, I do not currently plan to make a new model because it just takes a lot of time. If I ever was to make a new model, I would still be a squid, for sure. I would not change that. It would just be a new and improved squid. And I would definitely make sure it was an improvement. I would be very careful to make sure that it is delicious looking. Even more satisfying to watch than my current model. That's the goal. But it's a big undertaking. And also, I did my whole entire squid with free live 2D trial that lasts like a month. So I would have to actually buy it, unfortunately, to do my next one. Yeah, you can, if you want to rig your own model, you can do the whole entire model on a free trial if you really want to. Lasts like a month. I think it's like 28 days. Of course, I think my squid model is easier to rig than like a human model. It depends on how much you, if you're going like fully in depth, if you're doing like a full heat like body, like feet to head, that's what a body is, yeah. That's gonna take way longer. The clothes are a whole other thing that I didn't even have to deal with at all. And like, I don't have eyebrows. I mean, like I did add some eyebrow, but like not that much. It's definitely a whole other game to do a human. And like accessories, like clothing accessories. You have to do all of that. Every single thing you add that you want to have move in some way is going to add even more complexity to the model. It adds up quick. Do it in free trial, huh? Big brain. It really wasn't even my intention, but when I learned there was a 28 day free trial, or is it 40 days? I don't remember. It's like it's a fairly long free trial. It might be 2 months. It's either 1 month or 2 months. It's a fairly long free trial. I was like, I am getting this done before this trial ends. I'm not paying. Which unfortunately means at the moment I can't go back and edit anything about my squid right now. Like, I can't go and re-rig it. I mean, I could, if I really wanted to, I could just go re-rig my squid. I don't even have to make a new model. Like, I could just re-rig it and add a lot of the changes that I would want, at least on the rigging side. But I would have to pay for it. So at the moment, I can't. Feet. Damn, most people don't even have knees. It's true. Just sliced off at the hip. No legs for you. No knees for you. The knee gremlin has stolen all of them. You know, I don't have knees either. I relate. I get it. Imagine if squids had knees. Ugh. That's uncomfortable. I can block the rainbow attacks with my shield as long as I see them coming, so I just have to be aware that they exist, and I was... Okay. The gremlin stealing kneecaps. Delicious. Kneecaps are a lot smaller than I thought they were. I don't know why they thought they were bigger. They call them a kneecap, right? You'd think it'd be like, oh, it's capping off your knee. It's like surrounding your knee. Obviously you can feel that. Like you can feel your kneecaps. Like just feel them, but well, I can't because I'm a squid, but I don't know. When I was like a lot younger, I thought they were like caps around your knees, like whole things. No, they're just like a little things. I feel like their name's slightly misleading. What if your knees wore baseball caps? Like, what if you had to keep hats on your knees? Knees with hats. Like, what if they protruded more? So that you could put a hat on them. So they had knee caps. I bet someone has a tattoo where they have like a baseball cap on their knee. That would be so funny. Peak pun humor. Dad humor. Your knee has a cap. Kneecaps like baseball caps. Big squiggle. Big squiggle? Squiggle? Yeah, squiggle. Squaggle. What is that? Yeah, squiggle. That's what it's called. I think one of my favorite things to come out of this channel and this stream is, I mean, there are a lot of things that I like about it, but I love the naming tradition of just adding skua to everything. It's just so funny to me every single time. I will forever love it. You know, I've never actually, no, that's a lie. I have been up close to a bat before. I went to like a cave tour because like you can explore caves. I don't know, whatever. I went to a tour of a cave when I was like on a trip one time, and we were going through one of those. We were not cave diving. We were going through a slightly narrow section, but went around the corner, bat right in our face. Everyone had to go by the bat, but don't touch it because bats are not very safe to touch. Don't want to get diseases. But that was such a interesting experience. I had never seen a bat up close, and I have never seen a bat up close since then. They're sort of creepy, honestly. Like, they're cute, but the way that their skin is so thin and like wraps around, it's a little strange. I think bats are cuter in theory than they are in person. It also depends on the type of bat. There are some really cute bats, and there are some not species, some, what is it? What is it called when... Here, toggle that I pretty much never use. What is it called when they're part of the same species but they're different types? I cannot think of it. Confused squid. Breed? Yeah, that's probably what it is. There are some, oh yeah, breeds. Yeah. There's some breeds of bat that are creepy. Fruit bats, yeah. Squat. Anyways, bats, COVID? Did COVID come from bats? I know that was one of the animals that they thought it might have came from. But I don't know if that was ever confirmed. I'm sure at this point, probably. But enforces the idea that they're not, you don't really want to touch them in the wild. You just generally don't want to touch wild animals. But they're cool to come across. I recently saw a fox. It's the first time I've ever seen a fox in person. That was pretty cool. I obviously did not go up to it or touch it, but it was a new experience for me. Yeah, fruit bats are one of the more cute types of bat. Let me look up a picture of a fruit bat. Let's add another picture of an animal. Oh, I forgot about the snake. Snake's still here, still chilling. Let's add another animal picture to our incredibly cluttered animal picture screen. Fruit bat. Yeah, I don't know. This doesn't look very cute to me, personally. I don't know. I like this one. It's staring at your soul. That. Just hang with me for one moment while I figure out how to get this bat picture. Have the patience. It's an absolutely necessary thing that I do, by the way. This is incredibly required. There we go. Bat. This is a fruit bat. I don't know if I'd call them cute, but it's certainly a bat. It's staring into your soul. I hope you enjoy. Can add it to our snake zoo. The bat and the snake. It's like a fairy tale name. How do I get off the screen? Select? No. There we go. Boop. Boop 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 boop. Boop boop boop. Boop. Okay, that's those two down. Bloop. Ah! No! Okay. Okay. Would have liked you to come over in that direction, but it's okay. Okay, that's one down. That's two down. I'm focused. Sorry. They have so much health. It's unfortunate, but it's okay. And then I just have to go right into a boss battle. Maybe I should go get a potion. I have half a heart. It doesn't really matter at this point. I'm gonna end up dying when I get to the dragon anyways. Come on, no. How did I die? It's not unlikely, honestly. I went somewhere in China and there were definitely bats finding their way into homes. COVID was said to have happened because bat guano dropped into goods in a wet market. Yeah, I could totally see that happening. I've never really heard of bats getting into homes here, at least, but it's definitely a thing that happens. I mean, you really just, what are you supposed to do? Like, you can't get away from them. And it's good to keep your, like, stall at a market clean, but again, it's like sometimes it just happens. And so I don't get what my point was. Anyways, don't touch wild animals. That's the point. I know, yeah, bats are big carriers of disease. Monkeys are big carriers of disease. For humans, at least. What are other big carriers of disease? Mosquitoes. They're not really animals, though. I guess. Are insects animals? I don't know. I don't know if they're classified as animals or not. I guess they would be. I mean, animals, like, animal probably just like encapsulates anything that's like alive that's not a plant or bacteria. I don't know the definition of animals. I should know that. Bat gremlin, yes. Bats are gremlins. There is not a bat alive that isn't a gremlin as well. Stinky monkeys. Yeah. Well, I think the reason they're so dangerous to us is because they have they're more similar to us, so it's easier for them to spread disease to us than maybe other animals. like a pig or something. Oh wait, well no. Well, I don't think pigs have very, I don't know if pigs have similar genetics to us. They may, I know they have similar feeling skin because they use pig skin for like ballistics testing sometimes, or like because they have like the feel. But I don't know if they're like genetics or something. That's just like a random aside, but it does make me wonder a little bit. I hear humans taste like pigs. I have not heard that. I'm sure there are people who know though. I feel like that's something that we should be aware, like we should know. Surely one of the cannibals in the world has documented what humans taste like. This might just be the vegetarian in me, but wouldn't a lot of meat like just sort of taste the same? If you don't add like seasonings or something to it? I guess not, because there's like bacon and you don't really add anything to bacon. Then there's like hamburger, you don't really add anything to bacon. Okay, never mind, I take it back. I'm wrong. Ignore me. I really, yeah, I'm not gonna say that, never mind. Anyways. The Kremlin has added you to their ignore list. Well, because the meat comment? Sorry. Forgive me for being ignorant in the ways of the meat eating culture. And there's like, no, never mind. Hot dogs are like a combo meat, so they don't count. And they probably also add things like, do they add spices to hot dogs? I don't think so. I think it's just like a bunch of meat stuffed together. Carrot dog? Yeah, the carrot dog. Honestly, it didn't look too bad. I mean, I think you would have to like boil it to heck. Make it super like soft. And then do everything else. Because the video, it seemed like it wasn't very soft and that doesn't seem great. But if you like boil it a bunch and then you like roast it, I feel like it wouldn't be too bad. The problem with carrots is that carrots don't really absorb sauce like well. So they don't really, you can't really like flavor it very well. I mean, it's hard to go wrong with carrots and like bread, you know? But yeah, it's a bit unfortunate. It makes me a little bit sad. But if someone offered it to me, I would eat it. I had a vegan meal yesterday, but forgore to take a photo. That's so fair. I don't really eat vegan very often. I like cheese and milk and other things. At this point, I'm not even barely playing the game. I am just wandering. It's like when you play Genshin Impact and you just walk on those flower boxes in Mondstadt and you just jump around and you don't even pay attention. It's me right now. But I guess Any practice is better than no practice, maybe? What was your meal? What did you have? I had pasta today. It was very yummy. With tomato-based pasta sauce with bucatini noodles with char. An interesting type of noodle. Definitely, they're good with what they're good with, but for the most part, they don't work very well as a noodle. Personally, I know this is a very like controversial thing. No, okay, not controversial, but a very divided topic. My favorite pasta noodle is cavatappi, or there's two types. There's like the spiral ones. There's ones that have ridges and the ones that don't have ridges, or like as much ridge. Cavatappi, is that what it's called? I don't know. I like the spiral one that has ridges in it. Yeah, I think it's cavatappi. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. The cavatappi, the spiral pasta that has ridges in it. Best pasta. Works with almost everything. Obviously not everything, but works with almost everything. And it's just generally good. Superior pasta type. My least favorite pasta type, probably like shells. I really don't like like small shells. It's like, what are you supposed to do with that? They're just like flat and sad. They're okay with some like a soup maybe, like a vegetable soup. I don't know. They just don't work well. Super mushy carrot dog. That just makes me sad. But I'm thinking like you try to emulate the texture of a hot dog a little bit. So like hot dogs are a little more mushy. They're not like, because like if you bite into a carrot, you're just like crunch, you know? I want to make it sound like crunch, but I can't crunch. I can't make a crunching sound. You know, it's like crunchy. You don't want it to be super crunchy. You want it to be like somewhat crunchy, but not super. Also, vegan hot dogs should be put into those pop pearl membranes and filled with treat protein like bean curd, just loaded up with salt. I mean, yeah, an actual like if you're trying to actually make a proper hot dog that's not just like a sad imitation for one using a carrot, yeah, you would definitely add it into one of those membranes. Those popping pearl ones, they're made out of like seaweed. The membrane's made out of seaweed, or like it's like an extract. It's not from seaweed, but it's an extract from seaweed. It's like one of the parts of it. I don't know, it's a little funky. But yeah, if you're actually trying to make like a proper hot dog, you would do that. Add one of the imitation meats. Imitation meat has come so far from where it was. It is now, it is actually edible. It was not edible before. My meal, herm. A lot of herby stuff. Oh, I was like herby? No, herby herbs. There are herbs like spices, that kind of thing. Mushrooms roasted with miso, carrots, and some other roots. Some winter melon type stuff. Soups. Very interesting. Very yummy. Miso is so good. I don't really ever have it because I don't think about it. But honestly, I should use it more. It works well as like to season other things with it. I think they fill the shell with cheese and fold it into mini dumplings. Like shell pasta is what you're talking about? I mean, I'm talking about like the really small shells, not like the bigger ones. Because big shells, yeah, you can fill it with cheese and then that works well and you can do things with that. But like stuffing the shells, I have a problem with the mini ones that are not even really shells. They're just like flat. I think they're called like orchetti or something. I think that's what they're called. I mean, they do have a purpose, but I don't know. They don't have a purpose to me. Let's go. Let me look it up. See what it's called. Orchetti. They're like smaller. They're like the size of a coin. I don't know. There's probably even worse pasta shapes. Let's see. I just haven't had a meal that they were good with so far. I know there are a lot of people that don't like penne. I think penne works well if it is the ridge type. Again, the big difference is if the pasta has ridges on it or not. If it is the smooth type, it does not hold sauce very well. It is very like just round. If it has ridges on it, it works much better in my opinion. Another pasta shape that I don't really like is not bow tie. Bow tie is fine. Mini bow tie. Like, what are you supposed to do with a mini bow tie pasta? Again, you can like add it to a soup, I guess. Most pastas work well in a soup and it will work fine. But what are you supposed to do? What is playing? It's like an ad or something? Go away. Oh, I've gotten through the whole video again. This stream is going so much longer than I said it was. Oops. Yeah, mini bow tie, because they're just like, you can't really eat them with a fork very well, and they don't, like, I don't know. They just don't work well. They don't fulfill their goal as a pasta. Orchetti. I'm not sure I've ever had fresh penne. I have never had fresh penne either. I have not had most types of pasta fresh. I've had fresh raviolis and I've had fresh spaghetti. And I think that's the only types of fresh pasta I've had. It's just hard. Like I have made fresh. I made both of those. I haven't really had like fresh pasta from like a restaurant before. But it's so hard. They're so hard to make. And it's like the box pasta that you can get, it generally tastes pretty good already. So it's just, I do think homemade pasta is better than box pasta, but a lot of the time it's just not worth the effort or time that it takes to make. I know you can like make a big batch and then you can like dry it, and then that would be more worth it, but I haven't done that before. Honestly, I need to get on to the whole thing where you like make things and like can it or like dry it. I know canning's a bit risky, but it feels so worthwhile. I just don't do it. Okay. fresh cut. I feel like penne would be really hard to make. Anything that has like a hole in the middle, immediately way harder to make. I don't know like even how that would work. I guess you could just like, there might be a machine that has like a hole in the center. Otherwise you could just lay it flat and then like roll it. If you're really good at making pasta, I'm sure you could make penne easily enough, but I feel like that's one of the harder shapes to make from my limited knowledge. Dude, even spaghetti is hard to make, honestly. It's so easy to make it way too thick and then just absolutely destroy it. ABC soup. Yeah. Have you ever tried making ABC shaped pasta? That sounds fun. Good luck. And it has to be like tiny too, like the tiny type. I am not even paying attention at all. It's gotten a lot colder in this room since I started, which is actually surprising because I don't have my fan running right now. I totally thought it was gonna get hotter, but I guess it's getting later, so it helps a lot. Don't have great insulation, so having the temperature drop outside is very helpful. I cannot imagine living in like Britain and not having air conditioning. I would not do well. I would be very sad. Midsummer just passed. It's gonna get colder from here. I would love that, except I don't think so. We are just, at least for here where I am, I feel like we're just hitting the peak of heat. And it tends to stay hot through like July and August. So definitely not through the end of it. Unfortunately. But there is a massive heat wave going through a lot of the US and like Canada and maybe Central America too, I'm not sure. A lot of the world, I guess, of the like Americas. I don't know if it's going on anywhere else or not. I haven't looked, but so at least my point being, hopefully it will not be quite as hot as it is right now for the rest of the year. Hopefully it's just this heat wave and then it decides to cool down a little bit. In Sweden, the sun stays up until maybe 10 p.m. goes dark for only for the sun to come back at 2:30 a.m. It's crazy. Yeah, I have been traveling. I've gone traveling before to a place that had that happen. It's crazy to have the sun stay up super late only for it to just like the sun doesn't even sometimes fully set. It's like partly dark and then it just gets light again. It was so strange. But I wonder what it's like at winter. Do you know what it's like for winter in Sweden? It is summer right now in Sweden. Yeah, yeah. 'Cause I know like in Australia, the seasons are like somewhat flipped, right? I am sounding like a stupid American right now. I don't know that much about geography, to be honest. I've always been really bad with it. Oh, I'm surprised that that worked. I didn't know that I had hit it already. Oh, that almost worked. There is a strategy where you can let them attack you and then hit them, but I just always don't quite accomplish that. It works a lot better when there's not other enemies also attacking you in the middle. Probably dark and cold all the time with the opposite, only a couple hours of sun. I mean, I know in like Antarctica, it just is dark. It just stays dark, which is pretty rough. Gotta have like artificial lamps and sun. Hello, sunless globe, welcome. Exactly. Speaking of the devil, welcome. We're talking about you. Not really, but the sun cycles of the globe. I honestly wouldn't. I don't know how much I would mind if it just stayed dark for like a long period of time. I sort of like the nighttime, but I feel like maybe I would get tired of it after a while. Probably like after a week, you start realizing, oh wait, the sun is just not coming back up for a while, like a few months, and we're just stuck in the dark here. Maybe not a few months, but like a month. We're just stuck. I feel like that might get pretty depressing pretty quickly, actually. But for like a week, it'd be pretty cool. You guys flapping your gums about me? Do squids even have gums? I don't think they do. I don't think robots have, or like cyborg, whatever you, I still can't remember what you are, Pet, I'm sorry. I don't think they have gums either. But yeah, in a metaphorical sense. Squigums. I like squums better personally. Oh yeah, I'm flapping my squums. One of these days we're gonna make a really bad word. Hey, bald squid lady. Hey, I'm not bald. You can't be bald if you're just naturally like that. I guess you can. But then every other fish is also bald. Fish don't have hair. If fish had hair, then that would be concerning and it would look really strange. I'm glad fish don't have hair. Imagine if the fish in Finding Nemo had hair. Because you know they sort of already humanized them a bit. That'd be awful. Naturally bald, understood. Wait, fins feel like hair? You have fins? I don't have fins though. I don't have fins either. I'm so sad. Oh, wait, no, I do have fins. Never mind. I completely forgot about my fins. You're so right. Exactly. I have fair fin hair. There you go. Boom. Don't hate on my fair. It looks like a veil, but still. Oh my gosh, speaking of fins and being a squid and being a VTuber and live 2D that I was talking about earlier, these fins are such a pain to figure out how to do. I got it eventually, but oh. Adding an animation when you've never done it before. Well, the problem was the drawing program that I was using couldn't export the proper type of export for Live 2D, so then I had to get a new drawing program, and then it was just a whole pain. So, but now we're good. Anyways, yeah, my fair, I worked hard for this fair, okay? Yeah, square. I worked hard for this square. Well, okay, because it's like fin hair, square, squid hair, squarins? Squarins? I don't know. Not that there's anything wrong with being bald. I think being bald is pretty cool, honestly. Squifair. There we go, that flows pretty well. Don't hate on my Squifair. Well, there's one thing I was correct about in talking about this stream, out of everything. It's that I was not going to get past this room the whole time. This might actually be worth the dark nuts. Because at least for them, I had a strategy. For this, I just start crying. Okay, the immediate backstab is great. Okay, okay. Did I get both of them just there? And I still have the sword beam. Okay, okay. That was stressful. Anyways. How have you been, Sunless Globe? Have you been experiencing a Sunless Globe? So, okay, I've learned something about them just now. When they're facing you and they know you're in front of them, they just shoot. They go boom, 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 boom. I thought like, because the thing is with the yellow ones, when they attack you, they spawn in, attack once, and disappear. Therefore, if you block their thing, you can attack them after they attack you. You can counter them, whatever. These ones, you can't do that because they'll just keep shooting at you, and then if you try to attack, your shield will go away and then you'll just die. See? Learning. I guess I did get a bit farther than I thought I was going to because I did get to the dragon like twice this whole time. I've been good. How have you been? I have been very warm. I'm going to continue complaining about how hot it is because it's very hot. Oh, no, wait, it's, I was like, maybe I could make a smoothie, but I can't make a smoothie. It's too late. I can't wake everyone up. It's unfortunate. That would have been so nice. Maybe I could. I don't know. I think it's too loud. If only blenders were quieter. I think if this, like, it's staticky thing hits you, it gives you a bit of invincibility. Okay. Which can help you boost through enemies, I I could be wrong about that, but I feel like that's something I've noticed. Oops. You think these things, these slime things, sort of look like the top of my head? What if I added eyes to the top of my head? How do I... Bear with me. There we go. Do we look related? I'm gonna keep those there. Quiet blenders, can't hear the plants scream. I mean, huh? Huh? What are you talking about? Did I just say that? You hear something? No, they're already dead. I froze them to death. That's true though. They are in the freezer. I pre-freeze fruit because smoothies are so much better if you freeze them beforehand. They'll like be so much thicker and won't melt as quickly, and they have little like, I like adding little ice chunks as well, so you can have a little like crunchiness to them as well. Today I'd probably have a basic strawberry banana smoothie. If I can. We have like a fancy blender that's like super nice and useful for like pretty much everything, and then we have like a little mini one, but I don't think that one would be able to handle the frozen fruit very well, so maybe I shouldn't use that. I don't know. I probably shouldn't make one. I don't want to be rude. I was gonna say you can muffle with layers of padding. I don't think that would work. I mean, like, how? Just like cover it with towels. I don't know, it's really loud. I don't think that would cover the sound enough. What if I like take it outside? What if I like put the fruit in, put the like ice and stuff in, and then plugged it in outside, blended it, and then brought it back? I could do that. I just need to find an outlet. I don't know where there would be an outlet that would work for that. I don't know. That could work though. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll be so desperate for my smoothie that I take the blender outside. If you put the band-aid on your forehead, it would look like your third eye is trying to break free. Maybe a little bit, yeah. Oh, I've been playing Zelda for so long. I'm becoming enlightened. Oh, I'm shrinking. No. Should I put it side like this, or should it be like this? No, it should definitely be up and down. Oh, I'm turning myself now. I've been turned sideways. Oh, we're going crazy. Oh no. Oh my. Now I'm like slightly tilted. Okay. It is what it is. There we go. I've been playing Zelda for so long, my third eye is gonna open. Maybe I'll finally have enough eyes to be able to watch the screen properly and see everything that's going on. Blender brand? I think... I don't actually know. I know it might be NutriBullet. I know our small one is. I'm not sure if the big one is. Either way, it works well. It's very sharp. The blades are very sharp. Takes the fruit outside and cocks gun execution style. Oh, that's an interesting way to make a smoothie. You know, if you don't mind the taste of gunpowder, a little bit of metal, a little bit of shrapnel, it's delicious. It'll give me some iron, you know? Give me some minerals that I need. And it definitely wouldn't wake the whole entire neighborhood and make everyone incredibly concerned about what's going on outside. No, I gotta shoot it with like a Nerf gun or something. I don't think it'll be strong enough to break the fruit. Like a paintball gun. Although, that would probably, I don't know, need a silencer. Someone joined in stream, was just like, what happened to you? Why do you have so many band-aids on? I got attacked by the slime monster. The fruit monster came to get me. The fruit ninja was upset about me taking all the fruit and pre-blending it, so there was no more new fruit to cut. So then I became the fruit and the fruit ninja got me. That's my story. Had shotgun pellet in my duck pie once. Definitely trippy being in a city/country with strict gun laws. In your duck? Oh, I see. Like the duck was shot and then made into a pie. I see. I'm like, who's shooting your pie? That is interesting. I think even in a country or place without strict gun laws, I'd still be pretty concerned if I found a shotgun pellet inside of my pie. Personally. Either way. Imported wild duck pie. Interesting. I always forget that like meat can be made, like there's meat pies. It's not just fruit. They don't quite seem like pies, but they are pies, but they just don't quite seem like pies to me. Fruit ninja jutsu does hand signs. I can't do hand signs as a— I couldn't. Squids can't be ninjas. No, but like I guess maybe you could, because you could like make up for it with like all of your like the tentacles. As long as yeah, you could it would probably work. You would just have to like improvise. Do some interesting little squiggles and squaggles. Makes me think of that Tarzan scene where he licks a bullet? I do not remember that. But I also have not watched Tarzan in a long time. So that makes sense. That seems like something that would happen though. That would I wouldn't be that surprised by that happening. Oh. I hope he didn't eat the bullet. I hope he didn't like try to bite into the pie and then bullet. Or not bullet. Shotgun shell, pellet, whatever. Didn't they make like? Isn't there like multiple remakes of Tarzan? I've seen like the what was it, the original? I think it's the original, the animated one. I think there's multiple versions. Can't be ninjas, but can be squinja. Yeah, exactly. It's my squinja way. Oh. This room is actually the bane of my existence. Fun fact. Maybe I should just like bomb everyone. The thing is, the bomb, nothing works on these dudes. Like, the only thing that works is hitting them with the sword. You can't hit them with an arrow, you can't hit them with the candles, you can't hit them with the bombs, which makes them so much harder to deal with. The nice thing about the Dark Nuts was that you could hit them with the bombs. I missed the time when I didn't realize that arrows used rupees, and then I could just use them freely. Oh, they still could. I mean, since I keep restarting, it's not like it's really wasting my rupees, and I'll always have 26 rupees to deal with, so I could, but I mean the flames work as well, as long as I'm somewhat careful. Again, I'm not good at bullet hells. This is not even a bullet hell, but it feels like it. With all those fire attacks. Immediately gets caught by like, ah! My voice is starting to give out. I think we have gone much longer than I thought we were going to. 2 hours extra? How much did I say? 130? It's like 3. Yeah, like 2 hours extra than I said I was going to. I do think I'm gonna end stream. I don't have any water with me. I already drank all my tea like 30 minutes in. I was like stress drinking my tea. I don't know why. No water, no tea, no posture, no stretching. I am stuck. I can't move. No stretching. I miss being able to do the splits. I used to be able to do the splits. Stress drinking, yeah, it's getting rough down here. Beware of the tea hive. Oh, hello. There's little mud skippers. I need a band-aid still. I'm not drinking highly caffeinated tea, if that's what you're talking about. You do have to be careful though. You don't want to drink too much tea because those tannins can get to your stomach. Not good. They will give you stomach pain. At least black tea. I don't know if green tea has tannins or like other types of like, I don't think, obviously like herbal teas don't probably have that. It's just black tea. Either way, don't drink too much. Imagine being a squid in the Boston Tea Harbor, or Boston Tea, what is it? Boston Tea Harbor? What is it called? In Boston when the tea was getting dumped in America in the olden days. Imagine being in a sea of tea. Wouldn't that be interesting? That would definitely give the squids a stomach ache. Giving the stomach a good tannin. That's so funny, actually. You gotta tan your skin, and you also have to tan the inside of your body now. We are going to the extremes. It's not enough to just do the outside. Squids high on tea in Boston. Zoomies, oh my gosh, a squid with the zoomies. Oh, that'd be so cute. Imagine a squid with the zoomies. I can't zoom around. Here's my reimagining of squid with the zoomies. Oh, I can't go up. There we go. No, okay, wait. Let's just try that again. Wait. Wee. There's my reimagining of a squid with the zoomies. Hope you appreciate that. Anyways. Here we go. I am going to call it for today. I will be back, hopefully, sometime this week. Maybe Tuesday? I'm thinking Tuesday. Maybe even tomorrow. I don't know. I'm feeling like streaming a lot for some reason all of a sudden, so we'll see. If my voice isn't- my voice might be super dead tomorrow, so I might not be able to stream tomorrow, even if I want to. We'll see. Maybe Tuesday. Maybe not. Don't take my word for anything. I'm not good at setting a schedule, so we'll see. I'll announce the next one though. This one was a bit of a surprise, but the next one I will actually say something about before I start. Anyways, thank you for stream, thank you for watching, thank you for joining, and goodbye and good night.